I've got a Vauxhall 3098. The Vauxhalls were considered in the early vintage days to be the best vintage car of all. It preceded Bentleys. Bentleys were fairly rubbish in the early vintage days. They were guaranteed to do 100 mile an hour around Brooklands in strip form, and they still will cruise at 80 mile an hour. And the Vintage Sports Car Club, which most of us are in, was founded by people in the 30s who wanted to preserve these Vauxhalls because they could see all the rubbish being made in the 30s, and they realised that these cars were better than anything being made in the 30s.
I'm driving a Frazer Nash, a 1931 Frazer Nash. It's called a Boulogne 2. So it is a small engine car, 1500cc, chain driven. So one chain for each of the 4 forward speeds. So 4 chains and 1 for reverse.
And if one chain breaks, you've still got 3 more to go along with.
They are wonderful light cars, great for hill climbing. Not much luggage capacity, but seen as one of the true sports cars of the Vintage Sports Car Club, just like the Vauxhall is.
And the amazing thing about Frazer Nash is they do not have a differential, so both rear wheels go round at the same speed. So driving in the wet is a bit like driving a Volkswagen. The back end just slews round, but once you get used to it, it's the most amazing sensation, isn't it? And it's a special way of, you actually do handbrake. You go into a corner on a hairpin, you pull the handbrake, the arse end swings round, and then you squirt. And you can beat Ferraris or Porsches up the Alps. You really can. The maintenance problems, enormous. Every day they have all the floorboards, oiling things, they're black always. Get a decent Vauxhall, fix it once and it's fixed forever.
Why did you have the floor of your car up this morning?
I adjused the brakes.
You adjusted the brakes and changed the
and
tyre.
I wore a tyre out. Doing these sorts of trips is really what the cars were built for. They were built for long distance touring.